A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN Season 3. We have ourselves plenty of new content coming your way, and as I've talked about it before, there will be the likelihood that marathon episodes, which of course will be shortened variants of what I would normally expect to put together for HJN episode production. And then of course there was the all-new Combiner episode, in which I would mix together various topics all into one single video. And it actually does do a little better, especially when it comes to rendering these videos. They may be a little longer, but it sure does beat having to put together a bunch of videos and having them all rendered. So, Combiner videos are technically making these a lot easier to process and quicker to make. So, I feel like I found something a little more efficient with my time. But anyways, staircases is on the mind for today, number 1329. And so, let's just get into it. Staircases are a pretty ancient type of architectural piece. And they've been a part of society for thousands of years. You'd find staircases more than you would find a lot of other things. Zip lines, trolleys, elevators, skylights. There's really a lot of examples these days especially that do cater to try and be better than stairs in any possible way. While basic and ancient, it still does very well in plenty of unique ways. Of course, there's always the classic example of how a fire could break out in somebody's house or in another building, and stairs are often the generalized requirements for people to use just to get out of a building safely. And then of course, with staircases being used as a common practice for exercise, because what it simply does is it does allow for a lot of toning and a lot of exercise towards the midsection. It does allow for the classic tummy getting flatter, booty getting fatter slogan. Plenty of people have said it, and I'm sure that a lot more will say it later on. It'll be quite a quote for people when they use a stair stepper in their own Planet Fitness, or elsewhere perhaps. I also do feel like that staircases might also be a bit more efficient than the usage of high-powered electric elevators. While they might get you up to the top quicker or to the bottom quicker, the staircases are always going to be superior in a lot of different ways. And architecture has had some rather questionable pieces. Something as basic as a staircase sometimes always happens to have some weird pieces put into it. There is always, of course, the classic straight staircase, which can go up various flights depending on how high a building can possibly get. And then, of course, there's ones that can spiral, ones that can simply go in a very confined space, and ones that don't necessarily seem safe. But I sure do feel that staircases, no matter what the design might be, they can always be a bit more reliable than the usage of elevators because of how much power they can cost. So maybe someday we can always take a look back at some of the oldest generations that we've had so far and just look at our own history unfold. And I feel like that just concludes this piece. So if you want to see more, go down on my channel to make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.